When I say every day, y'all say love. Every day. Every day.
Y'all not watching WomanHood? You not joining us? Join the party, baby. You're missing out.
Sister, tell me what you need and I got you. Teach me, I teach you. Show me what you know and then I show you. Get your queen on. Yeah, I got a shoulder you can lean on. Assignment, understood. Now tell me what's the T on WomanHood.
So boom, it's your girl KK. Welcome to WomanHood with Everyday Love. I'm here with Laurencia and Kiwi, and we're here to discuss the definition of womanhood. Ladies, first of all, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, honey. Okay. Thank you.
You really are glowing.
Girl, it's the Lord.
Amen. Anointed.
Yes.
How about you, Kiwi?
I'm blessed. Grateful to be here. Grateful for the opportunity to speak and share. So it's a blessing.
Absolutely. So I want to go right into it. My first question for you all is, what is womanhood to you? What does it mean to you?
Well, for me, I think the definition of womanhood is just being you, first of all. Being your authentic self. Styling with grace, walking with a purpose, being confident and strong. That's what my definition of woman is to me, honey. Okay,
Kiwi. She's really thinking.
You said, what is womanhood
to you?
What is womanhood to me? Womanhood is nurturing. It's mothering. I see the woman as the builder. You know, it takes a woman to make the house into a home. You know, our man, that's our foundation. But he got the walls and he got his house, but it's not a home without the touch of a woman.
Right.
So it's nurturance, that's womanhood, and strength, and it's empowering, it's structure, it's spine.
Yes, come on.
You know, it's that fallback, it's the support, right? So it's so many different things I could get, but I'll sum it up for there.
Yes, the spine.
Okay, but I'm gonna say mine and then I'm gonna come back to y'all because y'all said some really good stuff. To me, womanhood is probably the process of really getting to know yourself and just finding yourself, I guess, because I think a lot of people confuse being grown with womanhood. It's not the same. You see what I'm saying? We, especially in the black community and for women, we automatically get to thinking that because we are a certain age, you know, we're a woman now. No, baby, that's a process. You see what I'm saying? It takes a little more than your age and your looks and your money. It's about your mental piece and that emotional piece, because I feel like that's kind of where we lose ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to, you know, things like relationships and stuff like that. We get to, prime example, Miss Laurencia, dating shenanigans. She would know, I think, way more than I would. I think that a piece of us kind of get lost in trying to, how should I put it? Trying to go for what we think we want, if that makes sense. And then we make that our womanhood, if that makes sense. We got a man, now we're a woman. We got some money, now we're a woman. You lose all of that thinking like that, if that makes sense. So when you all got to talking, the first thing that popped in my head was you have to know yourself in order to be the spine. You have to know yourself in order to, you know, get to those next levels. So that's my spiel on it, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You know? When it comes to being a woman, how do you as a woman present yourself? How do you present your piece of womanhood to the world? Like, what does that look like?
For me personally, I think it's my confidence. My confidence. Like, I'm the youngest of 7, and it's only one boy. So I grew up with all women in my family, and it's just having that confidence that oozes out every time you walk into a room, and that's just who I am. So with me, it's my confidence, it's my style, it's how I walk into the room and grab the attention. It's just your presence. You know, it's your presence. And like you said, it's not about what you get, it's also about what's in your heart.
Right.
You know, you said nurturing as well, but it stems from something, you know, inside. So yeah.
And what's the question?
How do you present your piece of womanhood to the world?
Aggressively.
You think you don't give
Wait,
me aggressive?
But let me elaborate. Okay. When I say aggressively, I don't mean that I'm coming off aggressive. I just mean that that's how much I'm in that thing.
Yeah.
That it's gonna come out, like you said. Like I'm so aggressively in myself that you're gonna feel my presence when I come into the room.
Yes, come on.
So
I felt you when you walked in the room today. I felt you, baby.
So the way I present myself, I'm not gonna lie. It used to be, I know you asked me about now, but just the past me, I used to operate in a very strong masculine energy, and it used to be very aggressive. I went through that phase where I came off very aggressive and really out there, like I'm gonna get this. Oh, that's the guy. I got a crush on him. I'm gonna go get the guy. Like I didn't have a clue, understand about what it really meant to be a feminine woman. So being a woman, it's about being feminine, not being a man girl, but operating in our feminine power that God put in us. That we don't have to say anything. We don't have to say,
you ain't gotta say nothing
for it to
you
come.
Giving them too much.
You ain't gotta say anything.
Come on.
Really just, with I would just say I presented with honestly with care. Like I genuinely want to know, even when I ask y'all's names, like I genuinely want to know, like, what's your name? What do you call yourself? And if you would have been like, oh, it's Laurencia, but people do this, but you can call me L. It's like, no. I want to call you what your name is. So I really presented, I would say, in a very humble and like genuine way.
And that's what I get from you. So I'm glad that you said those words. But to piggyback off of the old you per se, when you said aggressive, Jesus said,
I relate, honey.
That's you.
I relate.
I wouldn't say that's me now, but that definitely was me, especially when it came to like, if I felt like, I used to be one of those women who were like, if a man approached me, I back it up. Toot. You coming a little bit too close. And it shouldn't always be like that, because every man is not the same. So you can't come and be like, toot, back it up, and he like, relax. Like I just want to know your. I just want to know your name.
Every man don't want to holler at you.
Exactly.
I used to be there like thinking like, okay, he just trying to holler. And it's like, ma'am, your gas tank is
hanging out.
Ma'am, you need to. Your kid falling out of the car.
Exactly.
It's like, oh my bad.
And when you say like aggressive, like I relate to that too. But my thing is sometimes it's not aggressive. It's just you're passionate when you talk, and that's my problem. See, some people may think, well, for me, people will say aggressive, but my friends or my community would know she's just passionate about what she talk about.
And that's black women. Those are words that are used to identify us anyway as aggressive, as hard, mean, and I used to be like that. My aggressiveness wasn't always verbal. It was my look. It was like I didn't have my aggressiveness showed in the way, like I said, I was aggressively aggressive and off. Like I wouldn't come in and just speak.
Just walk in, just mugging.
It would just be like, well, not probably mugging, but I was really used to being in my own lane to myself, because I went through a lot as a kid growing up. So my mom used to always say, don't bring nothing else home. We going through enough. I'm already struggling to pay the light bill. Don't have nobody calling me. So I'm used to being like minding my business. But really in this situation, if it was the old me, I still would have came in and introduced myself, because it's business, it's that environment. But like I'm at a party or I'm somewhere, it's like, nah, you're not gonna see me. Like I'm off in my zone, because I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want to that was.
What would you say changed the whole trajectory of your, I'm going to have to keep saying womanhood so we can, keep in mind that this is what we're talking about, of your woman. What changed, what would you say changed that?
Oh, okay. What changed the trajectory of my womanhood was me knowing who I am in Christ. Was me knowing the way that Yah sees me. They're like, no, babe, like I know you've been through the abuse. I know that you've been abandoned. I know that your daddy wasn't there. I know that this man mistreated you. I know that you positioned yourself to be abused. Like not even just people seeking to abuse you, but that you thought that was normal and that was okay. I know that you went through these things, but I want you to understand, and I know you got a bad attitude, kid. I know your attitude bad. I know you don't know how to communicate. I know you got all of this stuff bottled up in you and you don't know how to get it out. I know that already. I know you don't understand what a woman is. I know that you don't understand how to be feminine, that you so uncomfortable in this over masculinity that you don't know what to do with yourself. I know that you laying up with guy after guy after guy because you think that that's what you want when you just want the intimacy. When your daddy wasn't there to hug you, when your daddy wasn't there to hold your hand and to have his father daddy talk with you. I know that. But I want you to know that it's all working out for your good because you love me, and it's all according to my will for your life. And I know that all of those things happen, but I still see you as a jewel. You're still a diamond. You're still a diamond in the rough, baby, that I just had to put that pressure on you so you can become the diamond that you are today. So you can be the woman that you are today.
Oh, that's it.
Get out.
That's it.
Like,
that's it right there.
Me realizing that, you know what, my father said that my price is more than rubies, that my price is more than any chain or any ring that a man could ever deck me out with, that I'm worth more than those superficial things you were mentioning before, those external things. They're like, no, Key, on the inside, you're humble. That they may not see your value because they're ignorant. They may not see your value because they don't have the same level of intelligence. They don't see your value because, you know what, you're hidden in my bosom and they not there.
Come on.
They not hidden in the bosom. The only people that's gonna see me are people that are in my Father's bosom with me. I be like, Lord, put me in your armpit. Just, I don't care if I'm in your nose. Give it, like, put me in there. Where you put me in the, I don't care, Lord, I'll be in the armpit. Please don't lift it. Keep me right there.
And that's why some people look at you and probably like, okay, who she thinks she is? And you don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I'm going through. And you don't know who I serve.
Exactly.
That's why you can't be bothered with people like that. You can't be bothered with foolishness. But a person that serves God gonna see you and go come up to you and hug you and say, what's wrong? You like, how you know? God already told them before you walked in that room, somebody gonna come in and they gonna need you. And you walk in come try you.
But see, to piggyback off there, one thing I always pray about is that when I leave my house, when I go to work, when I go to the store, it doesn't matter where I'm going, I always pray that people see the God in me. You see what I'm saying? And I think, which I always tell him, like, you know, you have to be around like-minded people. And going back into the topic, that really does play a huge part in your womanhood. If you don't have the right friends, family is cool, but sometimes family ain't really too much of your family. You know what I mean? So if you're not hanging around the right people, or if you're not surrounded around the right people, you will be not in the bosom. You will be lost. You see what I'm saying? So I'm kind of glad that you said that, because that plays a major part in where you're going as a woman and in life in general. If you're not covered, if you're not in the word, if you are not focused on the right things, you will get lost, and you will be. It takes a very long time, depending on how far you are. It takes a long time to bring you back, and I'm a living witness of that. It took me 3 to 4 years to become the woman that I am today. So when you were talking about going through things and God's still like, yeah, I know you this and I know you that, like, nah, I know that. And it's one of those things where you have to say, but God, if it had not been for the Lord who was on my, that's one of those kind of things, you know what I mean? And so for me, I can honestly say that what changed my whole path of womanhood would probably be not knowing myself. And I think for a very long time, people looked at me and was like, there go KK, bro. Like, that's KK. She's confident. It wasn't always like this. You know, sometimes the phrase, you gotta fake it till you make it. I wasn't necessarily faking it. I tell my students all the time, I ask them all the time, were you good today? Some of them are honest and they're like, nah, Miss Norris, I wasn't too good. And then I have to go back and I ask them, were you the best you could be today? Because your you don't look like your you. Your best day might not look like her best day. But as long as you giving your best, God will do the rest. He'll handle it. That's how I feel about it. Well, let's see what changed yours.
Child, I really don't know, honestly, because I've always been this person, like, and I honestly, I kind of like am waiting for my next level up. I've always been a little girl trapped in a big girl's mind. I've always had that confidence. I just always been like that. I think my part with me changing was with me being chocolate, like that made me become more into my womanness of embracing my color. And I I never, like, my mom would always say, you a beautiful little chocolate girl. And at the schoolhouse, child, the white kids was, it was mean.
Yeah.
And I walked around with being the only black chocolate girl, or the only black girl with confidence, and didn't know where it came from. It came from, of course, my mother, my raising. But I wouldn't say nothing has changed. I'm still waiting for my level up. But I've always been a feminine person, a girly girl, you know, type of vibe, or into my, you know, womanhood, child. But I'm getting there more.
Well, let's piggyback on the whole girly girl thing. Now, in looks, for me, yes. In attitude, no. I had a lot of male counterparts tell me, like, dang, like, why you so aggressive? Why you so rough? And I'm like, I'm just talking. And
yeah. It's a defense mechanism. I think we all have it. Yeah.
And that's just how I rocked it then. I'm still a work in progress, but I think I've gotten a whole lot better than what I used to be. Because like I said, I was very upfront. I think I'm still upfront, but nowhere near like it used to be. Because it didn't matter who you were or what the topic was. I was gonna tell you what was on my mind, and whatever came to my mind first is what's coming out my mouth. And that's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm still saying what I gotta say, but I'm a. It's like a tone.
Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And people would say stuff to me, and I'm like, who you talking to? And they be like, dang, I was just trying to tell you pretty today, but never mind. And I be like, well, I'm still cute, so it don't matter. And you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because then you're ugly at that point. Because if your inside ain't looking right, your outside is starting to look a little funny.
She said, I'm still cute at it, though.
Yeah, but that's how I rocked. I didn't care what nobody had. Well, at one point I did. Let's rewind. Because I did. But as time went on, I think I got a whole lot better at it. But it ain't no soul that can tell me nothing about me now, honey.
Yes.
No, move around. But yeah. But that piece of girly girl, I wish I had that a long time ago. Because I had to learn a whole lot of lessons with my mouth. And I think that's what ruined relationships as a whole. With your friends, your family, men. You gotta know, one thing I wish women would kind of get a grasp on is knowing their role. Now, a lot of women would get offended at that, you know, because they be like, what role? I ain't got no role. I ain't got no place. You do have a place. There's a time and a place for everything, and if people in general, if they understood that a little more, the better off they'd be, but especially for women. Because most women think that if I put this on, this what I'm gonna get. If I talk this way, this what I'm gonna get. When in reality, if you just be yourself, you. But you gotta know yourself to be yourself.
Exactly. They try to find something to be. It's social media. Who am I be today?
Yeah, but you know what? Social media is a dangerous place.
It's the devil.
Especially for women, because I think there's so many expectations for us, and then we kind of try to figure our way out through their expectations and their standards. Which brings me to this question.
All right now.
Do you think that have you had a time where you fell into that, like social media kind of threw you off, not necessarily messed you up, but threw you off your tracks a little bit? Because I think when we look at social media, we kind of get distracted because other people are doing this. Well, other women are doing this, and other women have this. Have you ever gotten to that point where you like, I ain't doing enough? But it's based off of that.
Child, I'm gonna say this and say that, honey. But it's not even that bad. But it's like, I don't know. With losing weight, I think that's my thing sometimes. Cause you know, I love to get out there in the summertime with my bikinis on and stuff, with my one piece. And I was in like last year summer, I was one piece always, you know. And then I would get on social media, I see the girls with 6 packs, and it would really bother me. But I'm like, Lorenzie, you're a very confident person. Like, you need to come down. So popping up them 2 pieces this summer, and I did what I had to do. But it was kind of intimidating a little bit, because I'm like, dang, I'm in the gym, I'm not getting there. And then all you see on social media is the girls with the bikinis and the girl. I just want to wear a swimsuit. So I just want to, you know, show a little bit. But I think that's the main thing too of watching social media, because social media is dangerous. It really is. It really is dangerous, because you watch what people have and what they don't have. Like I said, you don't know what's behind that story.
Right.
You don't know how they got that car. You don't know who gave them that car. You don't know what they post. Just so I could post right now and say I'm on Wendy Williams show. Lies, they can lie on social media too, so watch that. But that's my own thing.
Okay, what about you, Keely?
So I'm thinking about a couple of things. So before, when you were speaking, you talked about the girly girl thing, and I want to touch base on that too. But as far as social media, before there was social media, we had a lot of print, and we have commercials and all these other things that we were able to watch where we're being programmed, right? So it's all these different programs that are already always in our face programming us, from the music to the things that we see, etc., etc., etc. And social media, Instagram, Facebook, is just it didn't used to be that bad back in the day because we didn't have social media. It was almost like, okay, well, I don't have a Vogue magazine to compare myself to these thin girls. Right. But now anybody that has a phone can download this app for free. You don't have to pay for a Vogue subscription to feel belittled and to feel small and to see everybody's highlight reel of their life. So everybody's on social media posting the best things that are happening to them, the greatest parts of their life. So you're scrolling through social media feeling inadequate every time you look at it. If you get on my social media right now, Kiwi Babe ain't following nobody because I said I'm done with y'all. Because it was too much of a distraction. I'm like, I don't even agree with you. I don't even, why are you in real life? This is not who you are.
Exactly.
Why are you unfollow? And it's like, okay, well, I just had to unfollow everybody. I was guided to unfollow everyone because it was such a distraction for me. And social media itself is a distraction. It is. Period. It is. Especially if your mind is not set right to get on there to operate business. But to just have a personal social media account, and it creates this illusion of closeness, that you will think that you're in touch with your family because you have their social media. But when was the last time you actually talked to them?
Exactly.
When was the last time? That's why I was like, I gotta get off of this because I think I know what's going on with my people, but when I call them, it's this other stuff. Ain't nothing. It's not accurate. It's not adequate. But kudos to the people. Like, I would say that I'm one of them people that when I get on there, I'm talking to you for real. I'm not on here like, I'm just sitting here chilling, but my dude slapping me upside my head.
Come on, say that.
I'm not just, you may hear my kids screaming in the background, and you may hear me getting on them too, because I'm being for real with y'all on here, because that's what I want to use. That's what I use my platform for. So social media is just, it's something you can't even take it with a grain of salt. You just gotta
use it for what you need it for, like you said, with your brand.
Just move around.
Exactly. Like you said, use it for your brand. Use it for your brand. Because like one of my friends, she deletes her social media every other week because she gets insecure. She sees somebody getting married. Girl, who do you serve? If you're worried about their house, their apartment, their car, child, you need to get on your knees and pray a little more. Because it's not your time. It's not your season. And God doing it for a reason, because you keep watching everybody else and He's trying to bless you. He got your car, your husband in the back seat, and you over here looking at somebody else's life.
And we're in a microwave generation. Like, everything is so fast.
Just because it's fast for you, it may not be fast for you.
And the thing is, it's not fast for them. You just think it's fast for them. Like, even when you're looking on social media and you're comparing yourself to the body types that you see, you just see their end result. You don't know. She could have had surgery, but she could have been heavier than you. But you just see this part of her journey. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about knowing and honoring that I have to honor where I am today and not worry about what everybody else. I don't care. That's
Come on, Tabitha Brown.
The new affirmation. I do not care.
She said, I don't care, honey.
I don't care. I can't care. Because caring about you is going to have me feeling inadequate. Caring about all of these other things that are insignificant is going to put me at a level that I don't want to be at.
And don't even know how to even adapt to that level.
Exactly.
You're like, what's going on?
You're just down in the dark place. Digging yourself in the pit.
Well, ladies, this was a good little spill. I greatly appreciate you all for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow Everyday Love on all platforms. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, and make sure you come back for the next episode of WomanHood so we can get to rolling. Baby, let us get you together. Peace out.
All right now.
If I had to leave off with a good little note, I leave off with get to know yourself and love yourself. And if you don't know yourself, you need to build a relationship with God. If you don't know who God is, whatever God that you do serve, you need to keep on praying, keep on growing, keep on glowing. And that's my message, and I'm out.